My name is Christian Muhile. I'm a student at South New Hampshire University in a Bachelor's of Arts with a concentration in Logistics and Operations. So today we're going to discuss about the project called What's Your Function? This is a project which focuses on the managerial functions and the leadership styles in organization. So going to the content, so we'll be dealing with the 5 managerial functions, which are planning, organizing, staffing, leading, and controlling. So after that, we have time to see the 3 leadership styles and their strengths and weaknesses, which are directing, and discussing. So going to the planning involves the deciding what will happen or making decision about the future of the organization. It also includes establishing activities needed to achieve goals. Thirdly, it includes establishing tactics and strategies that will be used to achieve the goal. This means establishing the ways that will be used to achieve the target you want to achieve in the organization. So, and as an example of planning, so there is setting a budget. So normally in a budget, we include the resources that will be used to achieve the goals or to achieve the operations that are needed to function in organization in a specific time. So this is also part of planning. So going to the organizing, so organizing includes establishing workplace employees relationship structure. So it also includes the coordination of employees. So furtherly, it includes the coordination of resources, policies, and procedures. This means ensuring that the workers are working with respect to the employees, to the policies and the laws that govern the workplace structure. So as an example, so there is organizing includes allocating tasks to an employees. This means when a manager or a senior person in the organization gives a task to an employee or gives a task of achieving a specific activity to an employee. So this plan of organizing, this means that he's organizing the workplace people or the workplace employees to achieve the organization's goals. So going to staffing, so staffing more concentrate on hiring employees for the jobs available. So this means that staffing includes bringing in the organization new people or new talents. So it includes also providing necessary skills for training. So this means that the organization may decide to give the trainings or to increase the level of the experience to the employees so that they can increase their performance. There's also the talent detection, which is the finding or searching for new talents that may help the organization or people with abilities that are really needed by the organization. So as an example, there is conducting interviews to get new employees. So it means that once job applicants have applied a specific job, so this means also is staff of apply or it is a part of staffing when they are going to an interview and the HR is trying to detect the talents or the more capable people who are applying for this job. So this is part of staffing. So going to leading, so leading focus on deciding what is needed and make people to do it. This means this also is aligned with the decisions where you just have to determine the priority and set how people are going to do it. So this is also the coordination of activities. It also includes motivating and influencing employees. So this means increasing the courage or encouraging the employees. So as an example of leading, it includes providing instructions to team members. So when a manager or the team leader is giving the directions that the team members will be using while working on a specific activity. So this is part of leading. So going to controlling, so controlling includes monitoring activities by making sure that they're aligned with the goals set. So this means that ensuring that all activities that are being done in the organization are are going in the direction of the sets of the goals that have been set by the organization. So it also includes making adjustments to ensure the achievement of goals. So this means editing the plan of what has been set to make sure that we are still in the line of the target. So it's also supervising the operation, which means that making sure that the activities are done, or the operations of the organization are well followed. So as an example of controlling, it includes providing feedback to the activities done. This means that once a manager finds that an activity is completed, so he may have to give feedbacks or to see if it is really it has really been done with the according to the criteria of success of the expected results. So once he finds that the results are not really adequate enough, he may give the negative feedback to the employees to have some things to correct, so that they can have a good quality performance of the organization, so that you can also achieve the goals set by organization. So let's move to the leadership styles. So in the leadership styles in the organization, we have the directing, we have delegating, we have also discussing. So let's start with directing. Going to directing, so directing, so the manager is the one who has the overall decision in the team. So this means that he's the one to determine how things will be done. So for example, in the military, the soldiers need to follow orders and instructions from their authority. So this leadership style may be appropriate in the military. So going to the strength and weakness, there is the clear instructions and also quick decisions. So going to the weakness, there is a low morale due to employees that are not really being exploited in their mood, or they are not really using their talents in their maximum level. So going to delegating, the manager assigns to tasks to the team members. So this means that he may decide to give a specific task to his team member to just make sure that the organization goals are achieved. So for example, when there is a report that needs to be drafted, the manager may decide to delegate that task to one of the employees with the best communication or the best writing qualities. So going to the strength and weakness, the strength is that there is time management, to build trust in the organization, and also there is expression of people's talents or people's strengths. Going to the weakness, it may give rise to lack of commitment. It may give also rise to the effects of miscommunication, so due to the independency. So going to discussing, so the manager asks questions and listen to the comments from his team members. So this means that the manager sits down with the team members and decide what's best for their team or for the organization. So for example, when a new product needs to be designed, the manager has to make a research or just ask for comments from the team members to make sure that they come with the best design and the best quality of that product. So going to the strengths and weaknesses. So the strength is that there is teamwork, there is a close relationship between manager and employees, and also multiple ideas are available. This is due to brainstorming ideas in a group. So weaknesses, it is that that is time consuming, because many people are giving the ideas, and this may really take much time. There's also disagreements while choosing decisions. So this means that since every idea can be supported by every team member, this may cause also disagreement in the group. So thank you for following up my presentation. So I hope that this presentation has gave you the picture of how the management functions and the leadership styles are really done in an organization.